Remember when Timothée Chalamet was having one of the biggest nights of his career, and somehow it still turned into a full-blown drama? Yeah, this story right here, it's messy. So what actually happened, and why is Brody Jenner calling someone out for doing it for attention? Let's get into it. So the story starts with, of course, Timothée. At this point, he's on top of Hollywood. He's dating Kylie Jenner, one of the most famous women in the world, and their relationship, it's been going strong for about 3 years. I mean, we're talking red carpets, award shows, the whole Hollywood power couple vibe. But then, out of nowhere, boom, a woman comes forward. Her name is Sarah Tenna, and she claims that before Kylie, she and Timothée were actually involved for 3 years. Now, immediately you're like, wait, what? 3 years? According to her, it all started back in 2020. She says she randomly DM'd him on Instagram after seeing him in The King, and somehow that turned into an on and off romantic situation. Not exclusive, but still something. And she claims that after years of talking and meeting up, she finally caught real feelings and confessed them to him. And then, 6 months later, he's with Kylie. Now, you can already see where this is going, because the second this story drops, shout out to Daily Mail for that interview, it starts blowing up online. People are like, wait, was Timothée secretly juggling 2 relationships? Did Kylie know? Was Sarah played? The internet starts doing what the internet does. But then, enter Brody. So Brody Jenner sees all this and decides, yeah, I'm not letting this slide. He jumps into the comments under a post by Page 6 and basically says, oh, God, leave the happy couple alone. People have lives before they meet their person. This girl is clearly doing this for attention. And just like that, now it's not just a relationship story anymore. Now it's a full-on public call-out. But here's where the timing gets crazy, because all of this is happening right after the Academy Awards, and for Timothée, that night did not go how he expected. Going in, he was actually a favorite for Best Actor for Marty Supreme. Like, early season, he was winning awards left and right. Golden Globes, Critics' Choice Awards, he had momentum. But then, things started to shift. He made some comments in interviews that people did not like. At one point, he basically said nobody cares about opera and ballet anymore. Yeah, not the best thing to say when the arts community is listening. Even Steven Spielberg wasn't feeling it. Then there's jokes being made, backlash building, even a so-called Stop Timmy wave picking up steam. And by the time the Oscars roll around, the energy is completely different. So now we're at the big moment. Best Actor is about to be announced. You've got heavy hitters in the category. Leonardo DiCaprio, Ethan Hawke, Wagner Moura. This is not an easy lineup. And then Adrian Brody steps up to present the award. And the winner is Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, not Timothée. And you can literally see it on his face. That moment hits. He claps, he's respectful, but yeah, that one hurt. And the internet? Oh, they notice everything. Then, to make it even worse, the host, Conan O'Brien, is up there making jokes, even referencing the opera ballet controversy. So now it's like loss, plus backlash, plus public jokes all in one night. But then, cut to later that same night. We're at the Vanity Fair Oscar party, and this is where the tone completely shifts. Because despite everything, Timothée is there with Kylie, and suddenly it's like none of the drama matters. He's hugging her, kissing her cheek, holding on to her like, yeah, this is where I'm good. This is where I'm safe. And that's exactly why Brody stepped in. Because from his perspective, he's looking at this like, they're happy. They've been together for years. Why are we bringing up old situations now? And honestly, that's the bigger question in all of this. Because when you zoom out, this isn't just about one comment or one interview. It's about timing, it's about narrative, and it's about how fast things can spiral when you're in the spotlight. 1 minute you're at the top, winning awards, in a high-profile relationship, dominating headlines. The next minute, you lose one award, one story comes out, one comment resurfaces, and suddenly the entire internet is questioning everything. And the real twist? None of this is actually confirmed. It's one person's story versus a relationship that's been very public for years. So now, everyone's watching. Not just the relationship between Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner, but how this whole situation plays out next. Because if there's one thing you gotta understand about Hollywood, it's that the story is never just the story. There's always another layer.